Sag, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Adrian here, psychic medium, regression hypnosis practitioner, crystal healer, and so excited and so proud today to be a Reiki master. And today I received my Reiki Grandmaster certificate. Oh, it's so exciting. It took me a couple of months because I've been a little bit busy, but welcome to the channel. This is all about you now, Sagittarius, nothing else and nobody else. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending, maybe your cross watcher, whichever way. Welcome to the channel. Thank you from my heart for your support, whether it's your first time here, whether you are coming back. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your comments, your shares, your likes, your subscriptions, your donations. Thank you for your kindness. It really means the world to me. All right. So in this reading, we are going to draw you an oracle card and you look at your tarot. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to draw a card for you to answer a question that you may have on your mind. Now, we know we all have a question at times. Should I, shouldn't I, mustn't I, that kind of thing. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And so stay with me till the end, and I'm going to draw that for you at the end. All right. So remember, this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. Okay. Let's see. So Sagittarius. Let's grab you. And whilst I'm actually drawing the cards for you, just something I'd like to share with you as well. Some of you may or may not know that from time to time I go live on Facebook, my AHN Great Life Facebook page. And obviously I stream my readings live here on YouTube. Now, I've been noticing an increase, and now in the previous reading that I did for Scorpio as well, the people come out and they do these little comments, oh, something is dark, something bad is going to happen, something bad is lurking in your future, be careful, be careful. You can look at the Scorpio video, I went into it a little bit, but this is what I would say. When people really want to help you, they don't start off straight away with scaring tactics, and they also don't start off with things that almost places you at a point where you may feel at a disadvantage. Now, I've been doing tarot for years and years and years, but I mean, if I just really started and somebody said to me, oh, there's something dark that's in your future and something bad is going to happen in the near future, I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? And I'm going to think, oh, this person's supposed to help me. Don't fall for those scams, okay? The knowledge is all within you. Right now. Let's get started. So Sagittarius, in that same token, I've got a website. Obviously, there's a link down below in the description. I am never going to send you any direct messages to solicit any sort of readings, paid, free, whatever. So if you get anything like that from me, it's not from me. All right? I'm not going to send you direct messages asking you for money, asking you for donations, asking you for any of those things. All right. Let's create your card. One moment, please. Ooh, Sagittarius, what a powerful reminder. Time machine. And this card lets you know that nothing in this world lasts forever. All right. And I know that a lot of times when things happen, especially when those things are very uncomfortable or, inconvenient and you feel like it's never going to end, it's very easy to feel very trapped in a situation and like, this is never going to change and this is how it's always going to be and that sort of thing. But this card reminds you that life has got an ongoing flow and that we're part of that flow and that we're part of the expansion and we're not separate from anything. And it's also a reminder for when things go well to like appreciate that, because that's not going to last forever, but especially when things are not going that well, because that's when you often feel very, very trapped and stuck, that won't last forever. And also something to know is that a lot of times when we are in a challenging situation, in an overwhelming situation, obviously you can feel your feelings and feel your emotions. I'm never going to tell you not to. But, you want to be very mindful of the ideas that you start to go into sometimes in stages like that, like, this is never going to end. This is my life. This is the worst thing. And one of the biggest ones, what could possibly go wrong? Because remember, the universe is always listening, and the universe isn't sort of, biased towards this idea versus that idea. If you say, oh my goodness, what else could possibly go wrong? Life is going to be like, oh, they want something else to go wrong. But when you can say to yourself that even though I don't see the solution, there must be a solution here. And I'm willing, to experience that. I'm open to that. That is when you draw it to you as well. Okay. Let's have a look quickly, Sagittarius, at what is it that may be something that might be holding you back, something that you might not be aware of, anything in your blind spot. Doesn't mean that there is something. We're just going to check. All right. For Sagittarius, please, and then we're going to have a look and see what is it that your soul family would like to say to you, your guides, your guardians, your angels, your soul family. Okay, you've got a whole couple of cards. We're going to take them all. So you've got the Queen of Cups, then you've got the Hermit, then you've got the Six of Cups, then you've got the Fool. This is very nice. And you've also got the Six of Pentacles. Somebody might not be 100% forthcoming with you here, Sagittarius, because I see you coming from good intentions. I also see open communication from you, but what I do also see is that you are tired. I see that you are tired within your soul. I see that you are tired within your body. And if you feel that even from your best of intentions, you keep on running yourself into walls, it might be time to take a physical break, you know. And I know a lot of times you say, I can't do this because I need to do this and I need to do that and I need to do it and I need to do that. I'm not going to tell you what to do. All I can say is for you, there's a turn of events that is available here for you. There is some inner forgiveness, there is some introspection that I would say that you can definitely benefit from doing here for yourself. There's a beautiful new beginning available. There's a turn in opportunities, materialistic opportunities that is available here for you. But some of you are very tired, and because you are tired, remember, this is something important to remember, is that energy flows through you. It flows through your body, this body. And a lot of times, you know, I see it quite often. People do spiritual work and they ascend, you know, and suddenly they attach to this and to that and da 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 da. But you don't want to be so quick to vibrate your vibration that your body is not able to deal with that, because that is when you can get yourself sick. And the other thing to also remember is that when it's time to take a break, if you don't take the break, life is going to take the break for you, and that is normally the most inconvenient times, you know, where you get like a flu, where you really don't need to get one, or a headache, or it could even be worse. You can get yourself a nervous breakdown, you know. So it's definitely time to take a break here. And what I normally say to life is, when I really want something and it's not happening, or I keep on getting the same thing over and over, almost like, you know, then I say, okay, life, I hear you. You're trying to get my attention. You've got my attention. What is it that you'd like to share with me? All right. Because there's a message. But you can only get the message when you're in that, you know, when the body has rested. Okay. For those of you that applies to. Sorry. I love rain, and it's summer in Cape Town. It's really, really hot at the moment. And so it was raining the other day. I went running in the rain. It was awesome. It was really awesome. I'm very much a child at heart. Now, let's see your moment, your position of strength at the moment, Sagittarius. Position of strength for Sagittarius at the moment, please. Seven of Pentacles. So that is definitely confirmed for you again. All right, there's a confirmation here for you. There's small starts available here. Maybe making a move, making a small change, a different position. I feel that for some of you, you could be downscaling for some reason at work. Whatever the case may be, there's a small step here that doesn't seem maybe too promising initially, but it's a step in a beautiful, successful direction for you. Okay, I'm going to draw you another card for that. Oh my goodness, King of Cups. Clear lines of communication. So for some of you, there might have been some maybe crumbling communication, you know, a little bit of broken telephone that was going on there in energy, in communication. Maybe you were trying to get something going, or trying to maybe rekindle a situation with someone. And that is definitely happening at the moment. That energy is definitely happening. And whatever minor change might be happening in your life is actually driving you towards that positive desire of your heart. Okay. Let's see what your spirit guides and guardians and angels have got to say for you. What a lovely message. I love that very much. Okay, this one flip to the side. Judgment. So your soul family, your guides, your guardians, your angels, they want to remind you basically, as Sagittarius, that you might be holding on to certain things, certain hopes, certain outcomes that might be better to let go of. All right. You might be very set on things have to happen a certain way. And sometimes when we become so set on how it is that something must happen, we can actually begin, because there's emotions involved, you know. And a lot of times, you know, say you go for something or you want to go for something, and you can experience how it's going to feel and what it's going to be like. So you get very excited about that. And when it doesn't come about, or it seems like it's like you know, dwindling about or something like that, it's very easy to then sometimes start feeling like it's never going to happen, and then you go into that despondent dark sort of place, and in that dark place it's a little bit difficult to crawl out from there sometimes. So for some of you, you might be holding on to things, you might be holding on to people, you might be holding on to situations. I feel that a lot of you are biting your tongue, um, but this is the time to take action. And let me just put it to you like that, with all respect for any of you that feel like things are not going forward. For some of you, you are standing in your own way, and it's because you sort of, I feel that for some of you, it's almost like you're playing small, like you don't want to be the one that's rocking the boat. You can change the direction of the boat without rocking it, all right? Maybe open yourself to that idea that you can get your heart's desires, and it doesn't have to be to anybody else's disadvantage whatsoever. In actual fact, it might be to their benefit. Okay? Let's see. What is it that your ancestors would like to communicate to you? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come here, come here. Hello. Nine of Swords. Okay? The time to, I'm sorry if this is a bit straightforward, but the time for crying has officially come to an end. It's time to stop crying. Okay? It's time to stop worrying. It's time to stop overthinking. Some of you are thinking, and you're driving yourself absolutely bonkers and insane. All right? What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if I do this and this doesn't happen? What if I do this? Okay? And the only thing that will sometimes, or two things that happens over there. One, you start to energetically align, which means create what you don't want to have. And two, you sometimes miss the opportunity that's in front of you because, obviously there's nothing wrong with feeling your emotions, and you want to feel your emotions, but be careful of going into that space where you're almost like, oh, it's never going to work out for me anyways. All right? That's a dark place to be in. And if you are there at the moment, I'm sending you lots and lots of love. And know that this is the thing to understand. Energy is just energy. All right. So if you find yourself in a great space, that's absolutely fantastic, and my heart is beating like diamond gold for you. Okay. But if you are in a space that you don't like and it's really horrible and it's really, really terrible, the thing to understand is that you took yourself there by your energy. Now, this is not a blame game, because we all have subconscious patterning that we're not aware of. But when you can, and it's a little bit difficult to do this sometimes, but when you can say, like, something within me must have contributed towards this what I don't want, if you can understand what that is, and that's why I love regression hypnosis, when you can understand what that sort of subconscious pattern is within yourself, that subconscious belief within yourself, that you may not know what it is, when you get what it is, it sort of loses that grip over you, and then your life starts to move forward and to flow forward quite positively. All right. I remember that somebody was very concerned about a week ago, and and I actually made some videos, it's on my YouTube channel, about it, very concerned about hypnosis and like, what if you change stuff? And it's like, well, in actual fact, instead of limiting yourself, you're actually opening pathways. But you can also speak to yourself. You can speak to life. Say, life, I've got the willingness to understand. I've got the willingness for the solution to come to me in a clear way. All right. Let's see. What is it that you can look forward to? What's heading your way? And then we're going to have that question. So for those of you that got a question in your mind, you can start focusing on that so long. And then I'm going to draw it for you after we've seen where you are heading. Look at your cards are flying. Yeah, so amazing. So with the world there, so things might be a little bit upside down for you at the moment, Sagittarius. Okay, things might be a little bit sort of crazy and flippity floppity and all over the place. But what's happening over there, for you in your energy, is that there's a lot of cycles that are coming to an end. One big cycle basically is coming to an end, because sometimes we think of small little things, but they all form part of one big cycle that's coming to an end for you, and you're moving into a new cycle. Now, sometimes when we move into new cycles, we sort of feel like our world is falling apart, but it might actually be shifting into place. And if you are feeling like your world is falling apart at the moment, Sagittarius, what I'm going to recommend is, again, speaking to life and saying, you know what, things are going a bit wild for me at the moment. Can you help me? Can you assist me? Can you support me? I'd really like, help me through this difficult period, this transition period, because it is a difficult transition that's happening for you at the moment, but it's all actually very, very positive. All right. Remember, not all blessings always feel like blessings initially. All right. And if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, Sagittarius, commenting, sharing, subscribing. I love seeing your comments. And let's focus on that one question that you may have. So asking for the angels, what is it that Sagittarius needs to know, please? Look at your cards. They're just flying. Remain positive. It did come out in reverse. Okay. So for some of you, we see it repeatedly, and you even had that right there in the beginning with your card, the time machine, that you are being reminded that nothing in this world lasts forever. All right. And take this as your positive confirmation if you are looking at the Sagittarius and if you've been feeling like, oh, no hope, no point. Take this as your sign. I mean, majority of you probably don't know me, so, and if you just happen to come across this video, this is your sign from the universe, which you drew to yourself. So accept it for yourself. From my heart, namaste. Hope it helps. See you next time.